Roy!
Hey!
How's it
Gentlemen,
going?
nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Have a seat. Let me tell you what I got going here.
Walking in and seeing all these devices poured out in front of us and not knowing which one Roy had in mind for us to borrow. Bobo's kind of a drooler anyway, but he definitely needed to wipe his mouth more than once.
This is a brand new product. What we have here is a thermal camera in a cell phone.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an iPhone. Oh, look at that. Statistically speaking, there are way more people out there camping at random than there are actually people looking for Bigfoots. And the more people that have something like this attached to their phone,
Sure.
well, that's gonna help us a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, your technology will actually empower the citizen scientist.
Well, we can talk about that, but I think what we wanted to do was give you something that you could put on a vehicle.
So these are all just teasers for us.
Yeah, what we've got is behind you over there on the countertop. That's what we call our M-Series camera.
We've had so many nights we're out on night investigation where we get something interesting and it starts raining and we got to put the FLIRs away because we don't want to fry them, and now we don't have to worry about it.
This is exactly the sort of tool that needs to be in every Bigfooter's toolbox.
I love it.
Game changers.
Good deal.
I'm almost feeling like a nerd right now. I'm getting pretty excited over electronics.
Welcome to the club, Bobo.
This thing can see for miles and the resolution is insane. I'm certain it's going to give us the upper hand in tonight's investigation. Are you guys got anything in the works that's going to be like X-ray thermal that can go through trees and see something hot behind it?
Well, you know, we're limited by the laws of physics here.
Laws are meant to be broken.
Okay, well, I'll go back to the engineering staff and see what we can come up with for you.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks so much, Roy. We really appreciate it.
You betcha.
Once again, my friends at FLIR have come through for us. I'm looking at the device. I don't know how many tens of thousands of dollars it costs, but we get to use it for free tonight. That is going to be awesome.
If I get some cord, I can hang this from the mirror and I'll be able to drive and look at the same time without crashing too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
We're no strangers to these R2-D2 looking units, but these are the latest and greatest. Unlike the units we used in the past, these ones are actually waterproof. FLIR designed them for use by the Navy and the Coast Guard. Look at that. Well, for us squatchers here on land, this technology is a game changer. Although we still can't see through the rain, they won't fry. And it's the kind of technology we need to beat Team Washington. This is Killer Cliff.
Tonight's the night, man. We have the spot. We have the gear. This is gonna be awesome. The huckleberries are happening right now, so all the big mammals will be here feasting every single night, including the Sasquatches.
Okay, well, I'll be in touch.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks.
Team Oregon is team technology. Tonight, the plan's gonna be twofold. Bobo's gonna be in a car with a rooftop-mounted FLIR. This FLIR can rotate 360 degrees. It has a huge display. It's gonna enable Bobo to see further into the woods than he ever could before. He's gonna be able to cover a lot more ground than I can because we don't know where the Bigfoots are gonna be. In the meantime, I'm gonna be on foot. This is one of those locations that the Bigfoots are really, really subtle, but they come in close. And if they do, I'm gonna be ready because I have a thermal imager and we walk around in the woods ready for them. Look at the frogs. There's a little piece of food for a Bigfoot. That's a couple hundred calories right there, man. Now, most animals wouldn't want to eat these because they secrete a poison out of some glands here. You know what? If it's good enough for the French, it's good enough for Sasquatches, right? You don't look so tasty. You just look cute and adorable. Good luck, man. There's Bigfoots around here. And this place is full of them.
What, monkey? You smell something? Let's check it out. I want to hear something.
Bobo. Monkey's squatch sensor went off and she's never wrong. I got
sounded a call. Did you hear me?
Negative, but I'm close. Head my way. Well, there's something right there. Okay, we're not the only ones here. I saw something when I was scanning the tree line, but whatever it was is now gone. It's times like this that I wish those mobile FLIR units were a bit more mobile, because there's no way Bobo can get that down here in the ravine. Bobo, I'm gonna try a couple howls. Bobo, wherever you are, stop the car and listen now. We got a vocalization.
I'm listening. Car's off.
Clear as day, vocalization your direction. They are here. That was a Sasquatch.
Yeah, dude, it's on. Monkey, stay on your toes. Now I need to head in Cliff's direction and keep my eyes peeled. If those were Squatches, I hope I get them with this new therm. I'm just praying they do the old hide, duck, and cover when they hear this car engine. Is that you, Cliff?
It's gotta be. You're Bobo.
I'm pretty blind from that thermal, dude. Can't see much.
How was it?
It was exciting when you heard something, and then I got excited. Obviously, you know, the typical therming. You see something hot through the trees, and you stop and back up. Whoa, huh? And then you look, and it's, you know, a rock.
I guess I had a little bit more luck than you. This is a good spot.
I didn't see a squatch. I didn't see a whole lot of stuff, but in the right place at the right time, that thing will be money.
Well, yeah, by deploying technology like this, it's really only a matter of time. It's not if you were gonna get a Bigfoot on film, it's when.
Right, and who?
Exactly. Speaking of who, I gotta wonder how the other team's doing, man.
I actually miss those two a little bit.
I'm eager to meet back up with Bobo and Cliff to hear what they've got. Because Team Washington has got one of the best recordings of a Bigfoot whistle ever obtained. If Team Oregon comes back with any kind of evidence, then it really will be a win-win for all of us. That would mean that the techniques we use and the years we put into it does pay off. But I wouldn't mind winning a free steak dinner.
There they are.
Oh, hey,
Wow.
you guys.
How romantic.
Yeah, well, it was till you guys got here.
Yeah. We can leave you alone if you'd like.
Now, we had enough alone time. We want to see what it's happening with you guys this week.
We really got some good, interesting stuff that first night. Check this out. Stop. We heard something. That ain't an elk.
You know, that whistle they recorded might have been a squatch, but it could have been an owl.
This has been a great expedition for our team as well. We did get an excellent vocalization. I've got to do a little bit more work with it. We'll see.
Even though you can't really hear the sound that Cliff said he recorded, you can hear the whistle that Team Washington got recorded, and I'm quite certain that's a Bigfoot whistle. So in reality, Team Washington really did win this competition.
We all had action.
We found some new locations, we spoke to great witnesses, we have increased the knowledge base and the data set about Sasquatches. I'd call that a team win, no matter how you cut it. I feel like Bobo and I came back from our Oregon expedition on top. We heard knocks, we spoke to great witnesses, and our final night was just full of activity. This is definitely a win for Team Oregon, but even more importantly, it's a win for Team Finding Bigfoot.
So I guess the summation of the contest is we go Dutch.
On our investigation, we went to a winery, we picked up this bottle to celebrate.
Beautiful.
So I propose a toast for a successful expedition and the team being back together with a team victory.
Here, here.
Monkey!